Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our webinar. First of all, thank you for joining us. And on behalf of Prompt Equipment Private Limited, I, Divesh Butala, welcome you on this webinar. So, on the morning of National Milk Day, on birth anniversary of Dr. Kurian, we are going to discuss how digital technology or digitization of breeding practices can transform the dairy industry. So this is going to our topic. So first of all, if I give you some background about Prompt, it's a pioneer in dairy milk collection solutions and software, and we are providing multiple solutions and product for the whole dairy supply chain. And with recent time, we have started to provide products and services for dairy farming and animal husbandry product and services. So today's topic is learn how India's largest dairy have digitized its breeding service in 1,000 plus village with Farm 65, which is our dairy farming platform. So let's start with the what is the status of dairy in India. So everybody of us well know that we are stand first in the world milk production with the 21% of milk. Dairy sector is emerging as a 9.4 trillion industry by 2020. Milk production to grow at 9% annually by 2022. So which is currently at 6%. So our dairy industry is booming. There is no doubt. But let's see what is the scenario at the dairy farming. So if we talk about our dairy farming, we are number one in milk production. And what are the number of dairy farms? This is seven crore plus dairy farm in India. Total cattle population is 30 crore plus. Milk price, if we talk about compared to world, it is 8% higher than the world average price. And other side, feed cost is also 19% higher than the average world price. Now, if we talk about the 7 crore dairy farms, if we go into depth, we'll find that on 2018 data as per IFCN, 75% of the dairy farms are those which are having less than 3 to 4 cattle. And if we talk, 42% are those kind of farm where they are having only 1 or 2 cows. So a major amount of milk is coming from the marginal dairy farmers, and these are our dairy's backbone, let's say, as on today. And this is the scenario has been from 1996. So there is no major change in dairy farming pattern from last 2 decades, or let's say last 1 decade. But this might change in future, but still for those chunk of the people, we have to think out of box. We have to the product and services which we are bringing from the western world are not going to help in this scenario. So what should be the strategy, and what should be our thinking? It's the Prompt firmly believe that the technology for dairy farming and dairy farming has to be indigenized. It has to be local, and it has to be keeping in mind these 75% of dairy farmers. Now, if we look at the other key data of the dairy farms, milk production is growth rate 6%, but farm numbers are going down. Milk yield also going up, but at very lower pace of 4.6%. Herd size, top herd size class, which is 20 plus cattle. If you see growth, which is just 0.3%. So only 0.3% is growing. So most of the farms are having less than 20 cows, we can say. On the other hand, the milk consumption is going very high. As per DAHD and study on demand of milk products in India, if you see the milk consumption in urban area is going to take very high because of many new products, health awareness, and everything. So at one end, our farmers milk is growing at lesser pace than the our milk demand. So there could be some challenge in the dairy industry in future. So what is the challenge? Challenge is we are producing highest amount of milk from the highest amount of cattle population. So our per cattle productivity is very low in the world. And if we compare that with the world's best, which is Israel, here you see our cattle per cattle production is 1500 kg, while on Israel cattle can produce 10,000 or 11,000 liter or kg of milk per year. So there is a huge gap in the production per animal. If you look at the farm sizes, so here is this graph shows what are the average cattle per farm. So from 1996, which was 2.12, now it has come to 1.94. So there is no change in the cattle per farm. So whatever technology or products we are targeting we are bringing from the Western world is not going to useful or viable or feasible for these smaller farms. And these small farms are always going to be dependent on the because dairies are doing many services for them. So we have to have think on this direction, and we have to provide some kind of platform or technology which are useful for these small farmers and which can be adapted by dairies. This is one challenge. The production per cattle is the one challenge. Second challenge, if we talk about the intercalving, which is the difference in days between two calving. So in India, a cow gives birth at every 600 days, while in Western world it gives at every 365 to 400 days. So if we talk in simple language, in 10 year of productive life, our Indian cow can give only 5 lactations. That means 5 into 1500, 75,000 liter of milk. While in Western world, it can give 10 lactation out of 10 year of productivity. So this is the issue of effective breeding practices. So this has to be maintained with effective breeding practices, and for the genetic improvement, we have to have some kind of solution. Go for some kind of solution. So to improve the genetics, what are the way and what are the way which has been taken by many of dairy or government initiatives has been taken. So these are the some initiatives which has been taken by government and dairies, and these are the only way I think which can help in improving the genetics. But on the other part, along with genetics, we have to have improve our breeding efficiency and effectiveness of the breeding practices and breeding services. So these are the some let's say if you talk about pure breed semen, if we can import, it will improve the genetics. Imported semen, crossbreed like Sahiwal and Gir and HF, this kind of crossing, so we can develop indigenous better breed. Sex sorted semen to improve the female ratio in the birth rate of calf. Embryo transfer, which is also a very important technology. But these all technology we are talking here are very costly, and it is very difficult to implement at field level. We all know about that part. So how these kind of resources we can easily take it to the farmers which are marginal but producing a highest amount of milk. So let's at present many dairies are doing that, but there are some problems in the our existing framework of existing system. So first of all, whatever data recording platforms are available, or this system is open ended, where a farmer calls to AI worker goes to his home, they perform the AI, and then there is an end. So now what at exact time the animal came in heat, when the farmer called to the AI worker, and when AI worker came, all these things are not able to, we are not able to track. So is that call is being closed in 24 hour or 12 hour or 48 hours? This is the open system. So we are not getting the conclusive feedback from the whole system. Then most of the dairies and all user are keeping record in physical form. So we all know about the physical form data, which are not very useful in terms of making information out of those. It is not retractable, and it is very difficult to maintain also. Now, if you talk about resource wastage, so due to poor control on the wastage and leakage is very high, because where they are going to use, the person using is have proper knowledge or not, what is the feedback from the customer or our farmers for this user, we are not aware about this. So we are giving high value set sorted cement to everyone, and out of those 10 or 20 are not performing well, and because of those inefficiency, our high value resources are getting wasted. Then field staff efficiency, as we discussed, many of field staff are very good at their breeding services, but some are not good. So we are not able to identify those staff who are the weak links in the system. So material stock, again, if we talk about the stock, if I have given 100 dose of particular cement, where it has been used, utilized or wasted, we are not able to track at 100. We have to have dependency on the person who is doing the activity. So the loopholes in the system make the existing system inefficient, and due to that, it leads to loss of small farmer. Ultimately, it's a loss of small farmer who is doing the dairy farming. So to give the solution to this, what we are our aim to address this challenge, to make dairies extension service, which are it could be a breeding or medication for milk product, milk quality testing. It could be anything. We are going to give efficient, scientific, and data driven at optimal cost. To support this, Prompt has developed a Farm 365 platform, which can be a bridge between dairy farmers, then service providers, financial service provider, milk quality testing. Any kind of service provider can be on this platform, and all the information can flow from upward to downward and downward to upward. So at present on Farm 365, we have a dairy portal, then we have a farmers app, we have milking machine, we have heat detection system, we have veterinary officer application, AI worker application, uh, we have this stock management and all these things, and we can also have multiple more services we can integrate on this platform. So today we are going to understand how a largest India dairy have digitized their breeding practices with the help of this platform. So what we have set up are this kind of framework, where there is a dairy admin. There they have set up a centralized call center. Then under that dairy, there are 1,000 plus VDCS, which are village level milk collection center, and under that there are multiple farmers who have got farmer application. So for here, for any kind of services, breeding service, farmer can have two ways. Either they can raise SR by calling the call center, or they can directly log a SR from their mobile application. So once the SR has been raised here, this call center can assign a ticket to a particular AI worker who has been designated the area of this farmer. So if this person is working for this VDCS, he will get the ticket on his mobile application, and this person will go to that farmer. He will close the call, and he will update the data on the spot. What other thing he can do is, he can also provide the requisite for material for cement or liquid nitrogen. He can he can raise a request for material, and he, from his application, it goes to admin or his supervisor, and then from his supervisor to material store to material supply, and this can be delivered to AI worker. So now in this whole system, this system has been become closed, and whenever a farmer raise a call, we have put a validation that the call has to be closed within 24 hours from the call registration time. So now farmers are getting their service at right time and right time within the desired time. On the other hand, AI worker also getting calls on their mobile, so they also can easily plan their route and everything. They can also have stock management on their application. They can raise the material request on the right time, because material has to be there on their end. Otherwise, if stock has been out, and if they have got service request from farmer, they will not be able to provide the service. So these are the many loopholes which we have closed with this kind of framework. So if we talk about this key feature of Farm 365 platform, it's basically a bridge between dairy farms and dairy and farmers. It's a single app application for different user. For multiple user, we can use a single app on just based on their role and responsibility. Their interface will change. So we have to just maintain one application. It's an offline online operation. So if internet is not working, this application will keep on working, and whenever internet connectivity come back, the data will get updated. So dairy get the real-time data of the field. So what are the number of AI is going on? What are the number of PD are being done? What are the number of calls today farmer have raised? What are the number of call today the AI worker has closed? All the data comes in real time, and due to that, dairy get very good control over the milk shed area and milk herd, milking herd. After that, with the real-time data, you are able to perform any advanced reporting can be done, advanced information can be processed, and policy can be made for the future. And with this data, you can make a long-term, short-term, whatever what you want to make, you can make it. The other thing is this application is modular. So if you want to go for one module, you can go for it. One or two module, you can go for it. So it's a modular app based on your requirement. It can be modified and it can be used for your. It can be modified as per your requirement. Then there is a bow tag reader. We have developed a digital tag reader which can take image of ear tag and it converts into the numbers. It also captures the location. So we'll talk about this feature in detail on later part. So what a farmers get in this application? A farmer can get a cow card on his fingerprint. He can record milk production. He can have income expense record. He can have advanced reports of his farm. He can have a news and information from the dairies. What dairy is going to publish. If a dairy is going to publish a new scheme, so they can put on their portal and all their farmer will get that news. So this link between farmer and dairy is become very strong on very right like whenever on the existing system, if we talk, dairy produces a circular, then they provide it to their team, that then their team goes to VDCS, and VDCS they put on notice board. When farmer comes for milk pouring, they get to know about this news. So in that process, it takes longer time. While in this application, if you have this application, you can publish a news and your farmer will get in very next moment, he will get the news. So similarly, for any event, let's say you are having event of training, some training is going on, or some hoof training activity is going on, or some breeding camp is going on. Whatever is you are planning, your farmer is getting just on next day. That too on their regional languages. Then service request module. This is very important because farmer can raise a request from his mobile from for any kind of services. So here we are discussing breeding services, but apart from this, if you want to add multiple services like health, then feed ration balance, then feed ordering, or some any other thing which your dairy is going to provide to farmer, we can put it on our system, and that farmer can order for their application. Apart from this, we have this learning video modules. So if your dairy wants to produce some training video for the milk shed area, they can provide all this video on at one point. So farmer should not go anywhere else. He can go in his application, he can watch the video, and he can understand the process. So this how he can improve. Then he can also keep the health record of the animals. So this health record will generate a lot of information about the animal. So what kind of antibiotic is responding on the particular animal? What kind of antibiotic are not responding to particular animal? These kind of report will help the medicine team to take a right course of action at right time. So line of treatment will become very thin, and the recovery time will be very fast. And the most important, alerts. So on every events which are going to occur in the future, farmer will get alert. So actionable alert he will get, and because of this actionable alert, he will able to perform his he will able to improve his overall breeding practice. So if we talk about what key feature of AI Worker app, so AI Worker can get his task list, what today what he is going to do, then what attendance tracking will done, then animal tag search. This is very interesting thing. If a person is going in field and someone asks that I have this animal and I want to go for PD, so he just search on that animal, and based on that animal's data on our server, he will get to know what is the current status of this animal, whether it is pregnant, or when the last AI was performed, when the last PD was performed, what was the last calving date. These kind of data he can see on the his mobile app, and based on this data he can perform the next action. So sometimes farmer, what farmer does, they will call two AI worker. Today they will call one AI worker. Then again on tomorrow they will call another AI worker. They will ask them to do perform AI for same animal on two just one day difference. So once a AI worker knows that the AI has been performed yesterday only, he should not be able to perform the AI on today. So these kind of thing can be done with this feature. Then advanced report about the AI worker, because they are the person who is performing the breeding activity. So what kind of performance they are giving, like what is the conception rate of what is the conception rate of this AI worker, what is the heat detection rate of this person, what is the call closing time, like some AI worker will go after 12 hours, some AI worker will go within 2 3 hours. So these kind of call closing time, this kind of reports he can manage, and he can see for himself, and dairy can see for this person. Again, news for specific news for dairy, for the AI worker, it can also be streamed through this platform, and these people can get the direct news from the dairy. Service request, as I mentioned, this if they want to have some kind of services, like if some dairy is providing ultrasonic PD, and this person is not having that machine, he can request from his application, or some kind of material he can raise. Apart from that, he can have a stock. So stock is a major challenge in multiple dairies, because stock of 100 dose has been given to particular AI worker, and then they start going for AI, and when the stock ends, they get to know that our stock is out. So then they will perform AI with some another AI bull, which is not which might not be suitable for that animal. So these kind of things occur because of improper stock management. So with this stock, this kind of error can be avoided. Apart from that, farmer location tracking. So they will get to know where exactly I have to go. And with this location tracking, geotagging of farmer and animal will done. So because of that, we are going. What we are doing on this platform, we are tagging a particular tag, ear tag, with region and farmer. So if an animal came from some outside region, or some animal has been moved out of region, these kind of inter milkshade area transfer of animal can also be tracked with this platform. Then alerts, this AI worker will also get the alert for their farmers, because what are the next activity is going to act, like alert for calving or PD or drying of the animal. This can also be provided through to AI worker, and AI worker can guide to the farmers also. So as I mentioned earlier, what is a bow tag? This is our premium feature which we have introduced, and this feature will allow you to track your AI worker are on field or not. So sometimes if we make a digitized application, and if the person is making entry at his home or somewhere other place, so there we are not able to track them. So now with this feature, the AI worker or whatever service provider has to go at farmer's place, and like this he has to capture the image of the animal tag, and with this image, the reader will detect the tag. So here we have just read the tag also. Now what else we are going to do with this is, from 3 to 4 2 meter different distance, you just click on the tag and it will detect the tag ID. So this is just a one part of this feature. It will detect the tag like this. Then one more thing is, this feature is having is, it is based on a image high technology on of image processing. So it will also give result on some dung portion or some hair is on there. It will give collected the data like this. It will give you data like this, like when this scan has happened, at which location is happened. So farmer, the air worker has to go to farmer house. So by this feature, we will get to know where is exactly the data is being taken. So this is basically a unique algorithm we have developed for this kind of application, which can be integrated with any other software also. So basically, what it does is, it take the make the tag on a particular angle, then it localize the digit, it identify the digits, where are the digits, then it detect the digits and it gives the result. This result get uploaded to the server, and its server modify its algorithm, and this new algorithm can be pushed to the application. So it's a two level algorithm, where there is a one large algorithm at server level and a small algorithm at application level. So that's why it allows us to work at offline as well as online application. So this is very unique system which can be useful in this improving this kind of system. So what benefit a dairy will get out of this kind of system? So first of all, very fast saving will on the stationary cost, because you will have to discard all the physical records, and all the data will start flowing very on real time on and digitally. So there will be a huge cost saving on and at every dairy. Efficient inventory management. So inventory management become very efficient. So at some place, if any inventory is dead, and some place it is high on demand, you can transfer those inventory. Then farmers delightment, because farmer will get very good services because of this system, and they will get very happy with the service of the breeding services and of the dairy. Accountability of field officer will improve. So today they are not very much accountable for any result they are producing, but with this application, their accountability, their rating will improve, or whatever will be done. So field officer has to be accountable for his work. Then real time data recording will happen. So that will allow to dairy to take multiple decision and multiple strategy they can build. Data authenticity, because of this tag reader, the data will come from the farmer's home. So whether you have given a 1000 rupees sex cement dose which has gone to particular farmer or not, it has been loop out somewhere. So that kind of thing we can close from this application. Better control on the service provider, because if you are having a third party service provider on your dairy, so you will have a better control on them also. On time delivery of critical services, like breeding is a very critical service, because animal comes in heat on every 20 days. So if it is missed, it makes the loss of 20 days to the farmer. So it's a huge loss for dairy farmer. So on time delivery of critical service will be possible. What are the advantage they are going to get is better control over the milk shed area and milking herd. So once this application has been installed in all the area, you will get better control on the milk shed area. You will get to know what are my actual number of herd, what are the actual number of milking animal, what are the actual number of non-milking animal, what are the number of animal which are dry from so and so days. So these kind of herd management practices which are presently which are being done at the estimation base, but now it will come as a more refined way, and it will give edge to the dairy. So in milk production planning, it will also help. Efficient breeding services. So as we mentioned earlier, the main challenge is efficient breeding. So efficient breeding will be done at the milkshade area, and overall milk production and milk productivity will improve with the help of this. Lesser chance of human error. So there are, because of physical records or the other system, there's a lot of chance of human error, because I have done AI on a particular animal with X number of bull, and I have written as a Y bull. So now I'm going to get wrong data because of human error. So these kind of human error can be avoided with this platform, because in this application, a farm AI worker will get only those bull which he is having in his container. So only four or five bull he will get, and here he just have to select the bull. And once he select that bull, automatically one cement straw will be deducted from his stock. So this is a whole closed system. So once he has used that stock, he will not be able to use at any other point. So his activity will stop there. So he has to get new stock from the supplier, and then he will continue his process. So geotagging of animal will be possible. So you will get to know in village wise animal population, village wise herd population, herd status, what is the number of pregnant animal, what are the number of PD pending, what are the number of animal are ready for calving, what are the number of animal which are in just heifer stage, what are the animal which are being in heifer stage from last 3 years. So there are some animal which are not coming in heat at any time. So these kind of animal level detail dairy will get to know. And apart from all these things, it will help monitoring API such as conception rate, pregnancy rate, male to female ratio of calf birth, abortion rate, infertile animal, calf mortality. These kind of things can also be done with this platform. So as we discussed today, that India's largest, we have supplied this solution to India, one of the India's largest dairy. And if we talk about their achievement, currently their daily average of AI call from their milkshade area is 55 numbers, so 5500 AI they are getting calls. And out of those, 90, more than 90% are being closed on the same date. And current daily average PD done is 2000. So average they are doing 2000 PD, and they are expecting to it is going to a 3500. So on daily basis they are getting their feedback, what is going on their herd status. On current daily average calving is 1500, and it is going up. So it's a seasonal thing, but it will go, and it will go up to the 2500 that they are assuming. If we talk about total number of AI they have done from 1st April, they have already done 7,90,000 AI in the system. Their total there are 1200 plus AI worker using this application. Oldest AI worker using this application is a 57-year-old. So if someone has question how our AI worker is too old, they are not going to use, they are not able to use, or they will not use. So here we have achieved this kind of simplicity that even a person which is age of senior citizen and which is not very literate, he will also able to use this, because we are having a regional language support, as well as the application itself is very simple. So total 1100 plus village has been covered, and AI worker wise cement stock management is also being done on this dairy. So this was all from my side, and if some of the dairy management wants to go for detailed demo of this product, you can contact us on this mobile number and this email address, and we can open the session for question and answer. So if anyone is having question, admin, my panelists can allow them for questions.
Hello.
Yes.
What is the price of this application?
Okay, sir. So this application, what we are doing is we are charging on the per user basis. So depending on your user base and the customization you want, we can we can have a one fixed modification chat. If there is no modification, then there is no modification chat, and per user base some chat we will have. If you want to have demo, we can provide you the demo at as a separate meeting. So if you want to have demo, please mail us or contact us on this mobile numbers.
Hello,
Yes.
Mr. Bhutala. What speed you require to run this application? Because we are facing a lot of problems due to internet connectivity in field.
Okay, sir. So as I mentioned, sir, this application is offline as well as online. So if you have a problem of connectivity in your area, your person can use this application at at offline version, and once it connects to the internet, the data will get uploaded.
Once we did offline, then how much time required to sync the data?
So that is configurable. That depends on you, sir. So if you want to give 1 day or 7 day or 12 hours, that is up to you. So
Because we experienced that 2 or 3 days or more than 3 days required to sync the data.
okay. So because we have made that configurable. So and that too up to user level. So let's say in a district where 2 or 3 villages are having critical problem, where even every 7 day they are able to get sync. So you can put 7 day for those 3 user. And if some area where you are not getting any kind of issue, so there you can keep 1 day also. So that depends on you, where you want to give 7 days or maybe 30 days, and where you want to give it 1 week or 1 days. So that, and up to user, it is not same for all user. It is up to user. Every user will get different offline days. So that you can do it on this platform.
Actually, how many AI counted in your system? If AI is done in 72 hours, it is 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever the number.
Okay. So, sir, in that case, the reporting will be done in such a way that you will get the data. Let's say if you have set 7 days, then after 7 days you can generate data for those days. So that lag will always be there. So in that case, real time means at every 7 days. Let's say if you have put offline days for a particular user of 7 days, so at every 7 day you will get the data of last 7 days. This will be the lag. If you are having online system or online, then you will get real time data. Once the data has been punched in the application, you will directly get on the portal. So that thing will be done.
Hello,
Yes.
hello, sir. I want to know that means how much it will be costing, and like you have told that per user base, na. So if you want initially to use it for suppose 6 AI technicians and 50 workers, farmers. So how much it will be costing approximately? And is like earlier question they have asked for the remote area whether they're applicable or not. So some of the areas are there means there is no internet facility at all. So whether the app will be applicable for that particular part?
So as I mentioned earlier,
Yes.
the charges are based on the modification you ask and the number of user you have. So that we can discuss separately, because that is very customized package. Number of it depends on a lot of things. So there is a fixed amount of charge, then there is a per user charge. So there is a very unique payment model. So that can be defined, that can be discussed in personal whenever you want. And about the offline mode, this application works offline. So as I mentioned earlier also, that if you are having zero connectivity, then you have to make some kind of connectivity to use this application. And if you can provide connectivity on weekly basis, then or maybe monthly basis, you will get data based on that frequency. So if the connectivity is not there, then this kind of this platform will not work. But as today's scenario, if you look at the today's scenario, the connectivity is very, very well, and day by day it is improving. So if you might be facing some problem in some region, so in that region, we can give longer offline days to the particular user and farmer, and once the connectivity improves, we can reduce those days. So that can be done in this platform. Yes. Any other question? There's a question from so many people. So panelists, can you please allow? Yes, Mr. Amit Arya.
Good afternoon, Mr. Devesh.
Good afternoon, sir.
It's really great presentation. I just want to know, like, it is on a rental basis or one-time investment for the farmer?
It's a mixed model, sir. It's a mixed model. Basically it's a focus for dairies. This platform, an individual farmer can also use this platform. A farmer having 20 animal can also use this platform. A group of farmer want to have a same portal, and if they want to use, they can also use this platform. If a NGO wants some kind of extension activity, they can also use this platform. If a dairy wants to have this platform for their milk shed area, they can also use. So it's a very customizable platform where from a single single animal farmer to the large scale farmer can use.
Then how it is?
Yes.
Sorry, yeah, please continue.
And the charges depends on the what kind of modules and what kind of detailing you are going for in this module. So it is all customizable. So it depends what kind of solution you are opting for.
But like, it seems it is more user friendly to the service provider than a farmer, because
No,
farmer has a limited
actually,
area.
Yes. So because today's topic was regarding that, so I presented in such a manner that this can be useful to how this platform. And one of the largest dairy in Gujarat as well as in the India, and they are using this as a service provider module. If you want to have this solution for your farm, then we can modify the modules and we can change the module, and it will work as a herd management software for particular farm. So that is the USP we can have from this Farm 365 platform. So if you want to, if you have any kind of requirement, we can discuss on a separate meeting or separate call also for your requirement. Hello. So is there any other question? Hello. Okay. So I think this is all from the attendee side, and this was our presentation. Thank you for joining us, sir, and thank you for giving your precious time on this morning. And please contact on this contact details if you want to discuss this module in the detail. Our team will get back to us as soon as the webinar ends, and whenever you want to contact us, you can contact us on this numbers. So thank you for joining us. Thank you.